So this stream will take place in multi locations as we move forward. There won't be as much music, just this music intro in the beginning. There's a laptop will be left somewhere. We're going mobile to talk about some stuff, to show you something spectacular and huge and life changing. Greetings, everybody, if you're tuning in. This is Roughneck Adventures, and it's a Sunday stream. If you like streams on Sunday mornings, please comment below, let me know. We will be talking about the full-size world today. In just a few minutes. We're going to let this warm up a little bit before we mosey on there. Let's talk about a little bit about what this channel is. Some of you know me for just RC stuff. This channel is Roughneck Adventures, not Roughneck RC. Roughneck RC was my original channel. It is converted to Roughneck Adventures. We cover a bigger variety of adventurous type things. And I did something the other day that I will be sharing with you. Up close and personal. It's something big. But as far as RC content goes, we will always have RC content here at Roughneck Adventures, along with other adventurous endeavors, whether that's overlanding or off-roading or Comic-Cons and cosplay stuff or Renaissance Fair stuff. The idea is to show you there's other things to do besides play video games in the world. There's a whole world out there for you to explore and experience. And what is life? Life is made up of experiences. Some experiences change us for the good. Some experiences change us for the bad. But overall, we are a series from the day we were born to the day we pass on, made up of experiences. Whether, I'm not going to knock on the gaming industry. I used to be a gamer big time. But as I got older, I wanted to live life. Although, hi, how's it going? The lighting's bad here, but we're going to be going outside today. We're just starting out a little bit here. Actually waiting for my coffee to be ready. But yes, life is definitely made up of experiences. For each and every one of us individuals, from the day we were born to the day we pass on, we are made up of these experiences that we have. And I think people spend too much time indoors and have gotten disconnected from society by being inside, glued to their devices, their TVs, their video game systems and stuff. And they have forgotten there's a whole beautiful world out there to experience, and all sorts of things you could do in that world. And it doesn't matter if you have a lot of money or not. You could still experience what the world has to offer. Obviously, if you have a lot of money, you can experience different cultures and travel the world and visit other places and locations. Thomas, hi, how's it going? These other locations could be life altering and changing. But if you don't have the money and capabilities of traveling outside of wherever you currently live, there's still adventures to be had in your own backyard. Sorry about that. I should have shut that off. That's what happens when people stupid phone vibrates and drops like that. So the whole aspect of this channel. Hi guys, glad you could join. Um, the whole aspect of this channel is to show the world and everybody in it, and that there's life outside of your four walls, and what and experiences you can have and adventures that you can have that aren't required to be rich, famous, or any of us. That everybody from from the time they're born have. Now we are some of our experiences. Um, if you spend your life in front of a TV playing video games, you become kind of antisocial and stuff, and part of our experiences involves communicating with other people, and we're not meant to be alone. We're meant to experience things as individuals and as a collective, as together, and experiences can be shared, and it bonds people. That's one of the things that we have lost. Before the interruption, that's where I was trying to get at. That people have lost the ability to communicate with each other due to all these devices. Now, these devices are very helpful. I'm on a device talking to you all today about something big that I've done. I'm sharing with you my experience. So I'm not saying devices are evil. I'm not one of those people. I use it for all the time for YouTube. What funk? I will do 100 what? Any case, we go through life based on, I'm telling you basically what has happened with the channel and why we are have branched out. Originally, my channel was founded. I want to say 12, no, probably longer than that, 15 years ago, as Roughneck RC. During that time, my whole thought process was I need to spend more time outside. Before then, I spent a lot of time, like a lot of you, um, playing video games and glued to my electronic devices. And I was going through something um, altering within me. I was very depressed that I had no one in my life to share anything with, and I just kept doing this. I was in this pattern where I just kept going to work, going home, playing video games, doing the same thing. I was, I wasn't outgoing. I didn't have hardly any friends. I only had family. I didn't uh, have a significant other, a girlfriend, or anything like that, or any relationships built on based on I was in this stuck in this area, and I did that for quite a few years, and then 15 years ago, it hit me. There's got to be more to life. If I want something, if I want to have friends, if I want to meet someone significant and eventually get married and have a family of my own and stuff, I need to put myself out there. I need to break this cycle. So Roughneck RC was born. I was always into kind of RCs as a kid. 15 years ago, I went out, purchased the RC, and started making content You don't need fancy devices to do content. You just you need you shoot. I'm streaming from my phone with you guys, so you can you can do different things to you know make content if that's what you want. I don't get paid from YouTube. I do not have anything monetized. I don't have the viewing hours to monetize. I work a full time job on top of doing some side jobs that I do to make extra money and to make ends meet. In between all that, I run this channel and a RC club, which it's a crawling club, which we go out hiking together as a group, and I also am involved in the cosplay world with my Mandalorian suits, and I'm also involved in the Renaissance world. These are all things that I brought into my life to make me to broaden my horizons. That was the word I was looking for, and to make my life more fulfilling for me. Instead of just sitting there in front of a TV, not communicating with the people. I'm speaking from experience. I couldn't talk to anyone because I was so withdrawn from the world that, and I just got under depression, that it was not healthy. I couldn't communicate. I'm seeing this now on a bigger stream than 15 years ago because everything now has changed in society, and we're so dependent on our phones and our non-communicative things. Like we stay in our houses. I see this with my niece. My niece is, I love her to death, but she's 20 some years old. She's a gamer. I get it, but she doesn't go outside. She doesn't feel the sunshine. She doesn't do things that are away from the video game thing. I also hear it from other people with their kids. They're the same way. They don't do outdoor activities. The whole generation is slowly losing themselves to being a slave to the electronics. I grew up in an era. I was born in 1976. That makes me 49 years old. I grew up in an era where your parents sent you outside, you played, and they screamed for your name for you to come to dinner. And you were outside all day long, bonding with people, making friends, and experiencing life. Learning skills that allowed you to communicate well with others. The children of today don't have those skills. If you took away all their electronic devices, they wouldn't know what to do with themselves. These things weigh heavily on me, but there's nothing I can do except for broadcast to you guys because I went from Roughneck RC probably about 5 years ago to Roughneck Adventures to show you, and hopefully you will pass the message on and show other people that the world is much bigger than your living room and your TV sets. To put away your electronic devices and have bonding experiences with like-minded people. Whether it's taking an RC car and crawling up a mountain or backyard bashing or racing, you're doing it with other people. Don't do it alone. Try to do it with other people. You can do it alone. I do some RC stuff still by myself. Most of the time, it's with my group because I'm a very busy guy. Then, also, don't just have to be car related. It could be, let's go for a bike ride. If you're into e-motos, go off-roading, get a bunch of, start a club, meet people that have them, and go out, and you'll make some really lasting, great friendships that people will have your back when you need them. You will be out of the normal rut, and you will you will be surprised. Since I made the transition over from being a gamer and just glued to my living room with the TV and all that, other than my normal workday, I have made lots of friends in all sorts of walks of life. And they're all absolutely the best of the best. They have my back no matter what. And it it definitely uplifted me. I'm a little bit more positive now. I'm not so depressed now. Not only has that happened, um, since I made the change 15 years ago, I've had different relationships, different dating experiences. Um, that also, for me, love is very important, and that was very rewarding for me. Even though some, well, almost almost all of those ended up in heartbreak, because I am a nice guy and it does happen. But if you never take the chance on love, you you will never experience it. You will never find that right person. It's like you have to take that chance. You have to take those steps to find the person that complements you best. Now, that's different for everyone. I can't tell you who would that be for you. You would only know that. I can't say that it helps if you think alike. If you have very similar mindset. You don't have to be into the same things. It does help if you are, or at least have a few things in common that you like to do together. But mindset is very important in relationships. Surround yourself with good people, and you will be the richest person in the world no matter what. I'm going to grab a cup of coffee. I'm going to throw some music on. I'll be back in a couple minutes. We'll continue this discussion, and once I finish that cup of coffee, we're going to go and move locations to being mobile so I can show you the next evolution in Roughneck Adventures. I've been lying. Coffee. I need it. Brief. I tried to be quick. I was waiting a very long time for this pot of coffee to finish, and then I was like, I gotta get online. I said I'll do it early for those of you who are far away from the Americans and not in the same time frame. Well, guys, I hope my messaging does not. Some people might get offended of it, but I speak from the heart. The younger generation don't even talk to each other anymore. Can't be anywhere without a phone. They have phones at the dinner table. They don't even take the time to go talk to someone in the same house without the phone. They just message each other through the phone instead of coming downstairs and having a conversation with people. They have forgot the art of communication to do it face to face. Now, this, if you fast forward years from now, this is a problem because if you cannot communicate without a device to someone, how in the world are you going to have a relationship with someone? A meaningful relationship. That big word, love. You can't, you closing off a lot when you don't aren't able to communicate. Communication is a big part of any relationship, whether it's someone that you are romantically interested in, or the or your friends or anything. You have to be able to communicate. Um, to like seriously, like the workplace. Like I work in a machine shop. I have to communicate all the time. Uh, so communication is something that is slowly being lost. Not only that, people are walling themselves up in their homes and they're not getting out there to meet anybody. That means if you want to have kids, you likelihood if you're walled up in your house, you're not going to have them because you have to build a relationship that's meaningful. Now, my suggestion, if you are parents and you are watching this, is get your kids away from the TVs, outside. Show them the world. There's a time and place for video games. And then it's not in every, it could be an everyday activity, but set a time for like, we're gonna, you want your gaming time with your friends online, um, people that you really never met face to face or whatever it is, if that's what you do. Or if you're like I just liked playing games for the storyline. I didn't do much online gaming, um, other than like Battlefield and stuff like that. But then I was only playing with people that I actually physically knew. But like still, like you set a time. Be like, okay, from X amount of hour to X amount of hour, this is your gaming time. You can go play your video games. But before that, all that, it's like let's do some family activities away from the living rooms. Let's do some you know, let's get you outside and doing stuff. Let's go ride a bicycle or go fishing or hunting or whatever, some kind of outdoor activity. Find that balance. Show them there's more. Build skills. Teach them some stuff. Uh, pass on knowledge. If you're into cars, if you're into RC, buy a kit. Build it with your kids. They built an RC. Now go take that RC to the track. Have them be with them so you can share that experience. Nice bonding experience there. Very important. Um, and do some RCing. If you're into full size vehicles, we're going to get to there. Teach them how to wrench on it, how to fix their own stuff if you have the knowledge. And if you don't, still teach them how to wash and wax and properly take care of a vehicle. Teach them how to drive. There's so many things. Get them outside of the house. That's the main thing. They can still have their video game time, but let them experience what the world has to offer. Go on vacations that don't have to be big and lavish and expensive vacations. It could be a simple vacation like camping. If you know how to camp, take them camping. Show them proper safety. Show them that the world is a big, beautiful place. Is there bad stuff in the world? Yes. But let's try to keep it on the positive. Show them things. Get them out there. Have them go and do things outside. And if you're not, and you're like I was, bust that barrier open. You'll be surprised what you can grow as a human being. You'll be surprised the experiences you will have that will enable you to grow, the relationships you will form. These are all very important things. Roughneck Adventures is here. It was born out of necessity because I was very depressed. Guys, I was so depressed at one point that I begged to die. To die. Like, heart to heart. Like, that's horrible. I was in a bad place at one point in time in my life. I wanted God. That's my personal belief. You can believe in whatever you want. To take me out of here. You should never be that way. You should never feel that way. It's not a pleasant area. It took me a little bit to get where I'm at today. Like I said, Roughneck RC was born. It has evolved into Roughneck Adventures. Roughneck Adventures is a much broader thing of showing you all and having conversations like this, important conversations, and having fun and videos and all that stuff. But mostly it's to show you that there's a much bigger world that if you just open your eyes and break down some barriers, you can experience and enjoy. I've experienced life for quite some time. I'm 49 years old. My body has felt the test of time. I have aches and pains. Some people, I still am growing as a person. In these communities I have built, I built. You too can build your communities from ground zero. Ricardo, How's it going, buddy? You say you are correct. Never let yourself get to that point. Life is a journey meant to prepare us for what's next. I'm not Christian or anything, but I do know there is more after all of this. That is correct, Ricardo. I believe there is a step, and we are here to be on this journey and experiences and share stuff to grow and prepare us for that next step. That is my personal belief. Thank you. Thank you for messaging me, my friend. I know this is sort of deep. This is a deep start to this video. Probably not what you all were expecting. But we're leading into stuff. And the whole point is what I'm about to show you is it's not an RC. If you read the title, you see I said we go full size. There's more to me than just RC cars. And anyone who's been a long-time subscriber knows. But all these things that I do and show is a variety of different things that can help you all gain experiences and have journeys and adventures. To give you guys ideas, to let you think, to help you think of things that you might be interested in. Some people come to the channel and they never even thought about RC stuff and how it's a great hobby and a great community. The RC stuff, they might go out that day and buy an RC. They might even buy a kit and build it with their kids. It's great for families. It's great if you don't have kids. It's an awesome thing. The cosplay stuff, great community. I do that. I enjoy it. Great people, great experiences, great adventures. Variety is the spice of life, and I do a little bit of everything. Just a, you know, and drinking my coffee, and I'll read Ricardo's message again. And it also depends on where you live and stuff, but like there's always some kind of adventure and activity you can find and have that's more bonding and more physically be there, more able, letting you physically be there with other people to form relationships, to learn how to communicate, to enjoy life versus sitting there in front of a screen. And screens are getting smaller and more compact, so people are just like this. They're not paying attention to the world. They'll go out and they're just their phones or video game handhelds. They're always like this. They don't open their eyes, see the world. For the good, for the bad, for the ugly. The world's full of it. But if you do this, you miss everything that's going on around you. Put the devices away. Open thy eyes and experience life. Physically be there if you can. Some people have handicaps and things. I get it. Some people are not able to do certain things. I understand. But the majority of us can, and we should. Ricardo. Ricardo goes, depending on how you live life, life while directly affecting the events beyond death are many experiences is based on. Oh, sorry, no glasses. Let me move you forward so I actually can see it. Depending on how you live this life, while directly affect. It says while, but I'm sure you're saying will directly affect the events beyond death. Are many. Our existence is based on experiences. Everyone's head. Everyone needs to understand that every life is unique and precious. You're absolutely right. Every life is precious, and every experience is precious and unique to the individual. Seriously, Ricardo, you hit it right there. Sorry, I was stumbling over that, but it's dark. My eyes. I am old. I have bifocals. I try not to wear them on stream. I should probably wear them on stream, but um, Ricardo, you seem like a cool guy. Enjoy life and laugh at the negative parts. You're absolutely right. Laugh at the negative parts. And just because the world is negative does not mean you have to be. Guys, if, if the world gives you lemons, make lemonade. Lemonade tastes great, right? So no matter what's going on and how hard the world is, like the news is always constantly coming in because we have our devices in our faces, and the news is supposed to be negative because if they said positive stuff, no one would want to watch. So they make it always we're being bombarded by negative vibes all the time. So let's flip this. How we're gonna flip this negativity to a positive thing? We're gonna build communities that are and surround ourselves with positive people. We're gonna enjoy the things we enjoy and enjoy our life. Now, because no matter what happens in this world, and with all the politics and all the nonsense, we still gotta get up every morning and live our life. So let's try to live our life in the most positive, fun, exciting, adventurous way that we can. Remember to always love each other. If someone's being mean to you, just either ignore them or try to show a little bit of love and kindness back. They might be having a bad day. And the bigger thing is if someone's criticizing you, they're not really criticizing you. There's something deeper going on with them. They're picking on you to try to make them feel better for something that they have going wrong. It has nothing to do with you. That's why bullies are bullies. So surround yourself with great people. Remember to love each other. And let's what happened here? Let's get this party started. We're gonna have one more song before we move away from the dungeon, is what I call this. And we're gonna choose one. Let's see. There we go. For a little bit. Get out there, guys. Enjoy life. finishing up my cup of coffee. We got some big toys. Big toys. Much more grandiose. Much more. I'll give you all hints. Oh yeah. And now, my friends, we are moving from the dungeon to the great outdoors. Probably raining still, but we're still doing it. The great outdoors. What about that? We're getting out of the house, just like I was talking about. We're gonna feel the raindrops fall on our head if it's still raining. We're gonna feel the wind blow through our hair and experience the world together as I show you what that key goes to. Plus other things. Look at that. Something new to the channel. And I hope you like it. Remember, if you haven't, for crazy content and streams like this and everything else, to subscribe to the channel and show the channel a little love and hit the like button, will you? Just it helps get this message out that there's more to life. And on that note, we're gonna take a walk together through the house. So you might see, I'll keep you facing me. Not that my house is dirty, it is not. But we will keep you moving forward. I've been flapping my gums for quite some time. We did a little bit of the music thing. We did. And we're moving forward. We can do this. Are you all still watching? Are you all still with me? I hope you all are enjoying what I'm about to show you. Oh yeah. Up close and personal there for a second. So like I said, welcome to the full-size world. We are in the great outdoors. Look at that, together at last, my friends. Outside, enjoying this cloudy, humid day. To show you something. And maybe some other things. We're gonna flip the screen in just a second to show you what in the world does this go to. Now, if you had quick eyes, you probably just read it, but you don't know which one. There she be. Sorry about the camera quality. Sometimes the camera works good, sometimes it don't. Full size. Full size world. She'd be a Jeep. A Jeep Gladiator, guys. A Jeep Gladiator. I did a thing. I did. And you can see. We'll get to the interior in just a minute. I did a thing. You can't tell, but the silver actually has pearl in it. It looks freaking amazing. I wasn't going to buy one until next year when I turn 50 for a birthday present, but this deal was perfect. It has a fiberglass hardcover. And the doors can come off. They have freedom tops. If you know anything about Jeeps, that's one of the main things that Jeeps can do. You can take all this off. All of it can be exposed. So you get the wind in your hair. Temperature change is definitely causing some camera fog. Look at this. See, still have the plate from the... These are what they call freedom tops. I could take these sections off and open just up here, or I could take the whole thing off and be completely exposed to the elements. We did a thing. I did say something big. Full size. This is the back. You see I have speakers in the sound bars. This is for my freedom tops. This is the bag. When I take my freedom tops off, I put them in here. Still has that new car smell. Now we are inside the vehicle. Looking out. I'm going to turn down the volume because I know I had the radio on last night when I was cruising. You have media ports in here. Much needed when you are a YouTuber. You have a 12-volt DC system. You have 4-wheel drive, obviously 2 high, 4 high, neutral, 4 low. This is a automatic and manual mix, 8-speed. I can shift it like a manual if I put it into that, or I can shift it like an automatic. I only need to have the key fob on me to start this. Push here for start. Put your foot on the brake, and then you start. As you can see here, it has the old school gauge, which looks awesome, and it has the gauges here. and gauges here. The center gauge can be changed. Like, check it. See these arrows? I can make phone calls from here. I have complete control over everything without taking my hands off the wheel. There's more controls. I don't know if you can see them. Let me see. Maybe we'll flip it. There's more controls behind the wheel. I never have to remove my hands from the steering wheel. So, and that's a better camera anyhow. So we'll probably stay in this view for a few minutes. The other camera has issues. Issues. But as you can see in here, the center, I can change it with a click of a button. My radio can be through. Mileage, the drivetrain, the transmission temp, and miles per hour because that's what we do here in America. So what do you guys think? Are you still even watching? Or did you get a little tiff that I didn't get to it right away? So this is what I did. This is my Jeep Gladiator. I wanted one for a very, very, very long time. Like when they brought these out, I think at 2019. Oh, and just in case you guys didn't know, I do wear glasses. I have two pair, one in the house and one in the vehicle. See? If you didn't see me in glasses, you just saw me in glasses. You crashed. Sorry about that. I just got this Jeep 2 days ago. Picked it up. The story goes, I wanted one since 2019. I love the Jeep Gladiator. I love the look. I love the fact I could take these out when it's nice out. Take these off. The air blowing through my hair. I love convertibles anyhow. Everything about this I love. This brings me such joy to being able to finally afford one of these. It's not cheap. It was very expensive. And for me, it's one of those things I really wanted. I still have my other car, my everyday driver. This is more of a special vehicle for me. I'm not going to drive this every day. But this is full size. Obviously. The full-size world will never be the same because Roughneck Adventures has entered it. We've always been part of the full-size world. The vehicle rides amazing. Like if you've ever ridden in a Cadillac, it rides as good as a Cadillac. It is an amazing vehicle, and I am now the proud owner of it, which there's a lot of things I'm going to do to it, and probably bring you along. Like there's a solar panel that goes for the hood that I want to get. So when it's not in use, it will keep the battery topped off. The there's a rack system that goes above the tonneau cover that I want to get for the back, because everyone's like it's only a 5 foot bed, so anything over that I need a longer bed. The cool thing with the rack thing is I can still have the tonneau cover there. It's designed to work with the tonneau cover, and it only goes 5 inches above it. There'll be two bars that go across, and then on that I could put a tent, one of those truck tents. I could put it on there, and I could pop it up. And now, talk about adventures. We can have with this vehicle. I could take you all with me, and we can have live streams from anywhere in the world that I take this vehicle. Not anywhere in the world, because I'm not going to take it overseas, but like anywhere I take this vehicle, I would be able to stream live, make content, and bring you my experiences, and to hopefully get you guys to want to have experiences of your own and adventures of your own. So this vehicle for me is everything I want. It has capabilities of not only just for streaming and live, but it's very capable of fortunate and blessed to be enabled to have this. And I say blessed because 5 years ago I couldn't even afford one of these. Not even close. I did a career switch and went into my current job, and I still thought I couldn't afford one of these for a few years. And now that journey, having a goal, knowing this is what I really wanted, led me to being able to have the vehicle of my choice, a real nice vehicle. Because before this, I drove junk. I'll be honest with you, your boy didn't have... I had some nice cars here and there, but most of the time it was junk. I drove things that didn't reflect my personality, just a practical vehicle that got me from A to B. This will get me from A to B, but this was also very much reflective of my personality, my style, what I like. And it's different for everybody. But I'm able to do more adventures with this. And things I'm actually looking forward to doing. Probably not this year, but there's definitely some adventures coming from inside here, inside the truck. Some really cool stuff that we can do together. Some live streams we can do being mobile. You know, I could set up a whole studio and just be inside the house, but doing this from the phone makes it much easier to share my adventures with you all. Other than videos, and videos go without saying. Videos are their own separate entity than streaming. And to be honest with you, I actually enjoy streaming with you all. Now we're going to get out of the Jeep, because I wanted to share that with you. That was big lead up to showing you this. Very happy I'm able to share this with you. We're not done with the full-size world yet. We got some things. We got some things to show you. We have such sights to show you. We do. We absolutely do. So that is just one little thing, right? You think I'm done yet? Done with the full-size world and the adventures we can have? No. I'm going to show you something else. That's right. More than one. Oh, wow. It's a jet ski. Ski, 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 ski. Jet ski. That's right, boys and girls. Welcome to my full-size world of toys and adventures and fun stuff that you can have. This is a 1997, as it says, GSX Sea-Doo jet ski with a rebuilt motor. I'm going to cover it up because it could rain any minute. Not that it matters because it's watercraft, but we want to keep it nice. Oh yeah, we have one of those. We have toys. We do. And we got one more thing. One more thing from the full-size world. From the full-size world. Adventures, guys. Adventures are important for one's mental well-being. The journey of life, the experiences you have, are all adventures. Roughneck adventures. Think about that. Adventure can mean many different things to many different people. Not just, you can have all sorts of adventures and not even leave your backyard. I live in an area that has quite the history. It's one of the oldest parts of the United States. So there's lots of things we can do, and lots of adventures and journeys that we can have, and experiences to share together. Doesn't take much to things. But you saw the jet ski. I'm gonna just tell you now, I paid nothing for the jet ski. I traded a RC car for the jet ski because I wanted to bring you different things from a much bigger world than just RC stuff. That's how the jet ski came about. Now the Jeep, that's my hard-earned money. We're about to show you one other thing that you may or may not have seen before. Gotta go into the shop for this. That's right, we're walking into the shop. And my adventure. This is a Hilarious Sting R. This is full size. These are all things built on meaningful relationships. You gotta be able to build relationships in the real world and not the virtual world. To have a family, to have friends that you experience adventures with, to do all that. And if you're not able to simply have a conversation with someone without a digital device involved, it's a huge problem. It's a huge problem. Well, we're starting to have problems with the stream. I'm losing connectivity. That's why it's probably breaking up. We're gonna head back in to the cellar to wrap this up, finish it out as we like to do. I hope y'all are enjoying the great outdoors, enjoying each other's company, are able to communicate with each other, and able to go on adventures. Adventures are great. Adventures can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. And I share some of my adventures, not everything, with you guys. Some things, sometimes you want to put away the devices, like I said, shut the cameras off, not think about things, and just enjoy the adventure and the experience and the journey that is this life. And for me, that actually happens more than what you guys probably think. I do bring you content. It's here and there. And it's always a little bit different. Like today. I had to share that Gladiator with you. It's an amazing machine. But in the end, it is just a machine, a tool to have adventures. All those things I showed you, full-size world, even RCs, it's just material things. Just material things, guys. In the big scheme of things, you can have an adventure without all that stuff. You don't need to have these things to have an adventure. You can have an adventure walking down the street with friends. It's one of those days. Nice slow crawl. The adventures one can have, there's no limit. As we wind this down, like I always famously say, keep your friends close, keep your loved ones close. We're not guaranteed tomorrow. We're not even guaranteed today. We only have the here and now. So please make sure you tell them that you love them, that you appreciate them, it is very important to do that. We're only here for so long. And time is precious. Very precious. So make the time for your loved ones. Make the time for your families. Tell them at the top of your lungs that you love them every day. You might get tired of hearing it, but so what? Because that day might be the last time you get to say that. Now, guys, get out there. Have an adventure. And remember to play hard and play dirty. And I'll see you next time. God bless. Love you. Peace.